Prodigal Steve returns with more Afterbirth Plus. How's it going, everybody? Oh, let me get the mouse off the screen there. Sorry about that. We're into a new era for Isaac. All I have left is the marathon and the 1,000,000% achievements. So I'm going to go ahead and do an Eden run here and open the floor to all of you on what you want to see moving forward with the series. Do you want Eden streaks? Do you want random streaks? Do you want to see more dailies once I've won the next 3 dailies, presumably, and unlocked the marathon and 1,000,000%? I know I've heard feedback in the past that, you know, some of you enjoy seeing the dailies. I enjoy doing the dailies, personally, and I think I talked about this. All right, this is a weird one. A little bit last episode as well. But yeah, let me know what you want to see out of the series, and I will do my best to accommodate everyone. For now, we're pretty much completely off the rails already on this Eden run. We started with Holy Mantle and Book of Shadows, so already it was a very defensible run. And then we were gifted Ipecac in our item room, so now we're very offensive as well. So I would imagine that, assuming I don't take too much silly damage from Ipecac, we'll fairly handily win this run. Alright, be careful not to get hit by that champion. We don't really have renewable HP at present. Also, please get away from the reroll machine. I'm not heavily invested in any of the items here, so I guess we'll just do that. Okay, that is our luck up. Always happy to have 2 of those. Devil card is probably mostly irrelevant when you already have Ipecac. And less is now more is not good enough. There's options, and then if we can get car battery, I will take it. Because double invincibility with the Book of Shadows play is certainly good enough. 1 cent off so far. Should be able to make this happen, though, by the end of the floor. I would hope. On average, you would expect to be able to find a single penny somewhere on the cellar. I was watching yesterday. I was watching my buddy Cliffy over at twitch.tv/the_Cliffy play Isaac for the first time, and let me tell you, that brought me back. Like, I'm not trying to put Cliffy on blast or anything, but it was some good stuff watching a new player suss out some of the more obtuse mechanics in Isaac. I don't know when the next time he'll be streaming it is. I know he's on a little bit of a break right now because the Twitch meetup Chicago is coming up, and as a streamer from the Chicago area, he's going to be there. So it might not be until next week that he streams more Isaac, if he ever does. Normally he does Mario Maker stuff. But either way, you should definitely go check him out. And, you know, especially if you're interested in Isaac content, see how, you know, maybe the other side lives a little bit. Someone who doesn't have a near, well, I don't want to really say near encyclopedic knowledge of the game, because I do still have to play with Platinum God open. I've gone to Platinum God during some of these videos before. But I'm very familiar with the mechanics, at least, of Isaac, if not the specifics of every single item. So maybe a little bit of a change of pace is something you would be interested in. Oh, yeah. Let's take the HP here, actually. That way we can use it for fodder for a devil deal later. Curse of the Maze is, and always will be, the bane of my existence. Got basically nothing out of that tinted rock. I mean, a bomb, or 2 bombs I think it was, is fine, but not, you know, necessarily what you're looking for. Although we are in a decent spot HP-wise here on this run. I'm sort of honestly at a little bit of a loss on what to talk about on this run because it's basically sorted. Like, the only thing that could doom this run is my own poor play. So, not really a lot of commentary gold there for me to just be like, oh, well, better not play bad. We don't want Mom's Bra. It's bad. It's a bad item. I guess it contributes to the mom transformation, which makes it ever so slightly less bad, but still, like, it's not, okay, it's not even a bad item necessarily. It's just, like, not really usable, which is very different from being bad. A bad item is something like Isaac's Heart. Like, I recognize that Blood Rights and Isaac's Heart is basically super game-breaking, but unless you have Blood Rights, Isaac's Heart is actively bad. So having another item in the game that makes your item good doesn't make it not a bad item. Pair throw, Burkano, Black Rune. Okay, let's take Pair Throw and investigate the shop. That's sort of what I was looking for, except, you know, the exact opposite. I am, of course, referring to Little Baggy. I was hoping for starter deck so we could bring 2 Pair Throws with us. Does not seem like that is going to be the case. Where in the world is our secret room? What do you think, there? I probably would have found it, right? Oh, I'm checking for a secret room adjacent to the boss room. Unlikely to occur, and by unlikely, I mean actually impossible? There we go. Empress card is what it is. Hoping for Magic Mush, obviously, because, you know, why not? Let's just shoot for the moon on this run, shall we? Get as many crazy good items as possible. I was also sort of hoping to have Book of Shadows charged for this room, but it's actually not going to matter thanks to Holy Mantle. We don't... Actually, let me think on that. 100% we're going to take Abaddon. And if we're going to take Abaddon, we might as well take the Mark. You know what? I'm actually going to go to Platinum God and see which one of these is a better Tears upgrade. Torn Photo is plus 0.7 Tears up and 0.16 shot speed, while Binky is 0.7 Tears up and 1 Soul Heart. But it also makes us smaller. So I think we go with Binky here, actually, because I don't necessarily want shot speed. Like, I'm not trying to avoid shot speed, but yeah, I think this is fine. Doesn't it figure we get two pair throws on the same floor, and then we got nothing to pair throw? Wait, wasn't Mom's bra on that floor? Okay, yep, never mind. Allow me to rescind my previous statement. We absolutely had a pair throw target, and I just squandered it. Alright, well, good job, self. Again, that's not a major error. Like, it's not going to cost us the run by any stretch of the imagination. But it could mean missing out on something cool. You never know what butterfly effect re-rolling an item is going to have. Absolutely do this. I thought this was a boss trap room. It is not. Well, the Book of Secrets play was, or Book of Shadows rather, play was probably not strictly necessary here, but, you know, did get the job done. You know what I actually want on this run? No more offensive items necessarily. Just give me like 9 volt and then AAA battery, and let me smelt AAA battery into my being. And then basically I want to use Book of Shadows every single room. And then just step directly into enemies and fire Ipecac shots from my face into their face. Question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. Where, in this case, the question marks are actually just a massive explosion. Please leave me. Thank you. Excuse me? That mushroom can take 2 full-on Ipecac blasts and just be like, nah, dog, I'm fine. That's sort of what I was looking for. I'll take it. A little counterintuitive with Book of Shadows because we'll be invincible. But you know, this is fine. Where in the world is our item room? And I know I re-rolled 9 volt in that first shop, but I think it can show up again. I did do a little bit of mental arithmetic there, looking at this room. I'm like, can there be a second room adjacent to that? Okay, GG. Never mind. Ignore everything I said about the batteries. This is way better. So we are now immune to explosions, which means I'm free to stand as close to enemies as I want and fire Ipecac directly into their face. No Book of Shadows required. Granted, I do still take contact damage. I don't really want, like, either of these. Yeah, I'll take a range up and a lucky penny, because why not? Let me guess, our next item room is going to be Pyromaniac, just because. I would have liked to play that gentleman there, but it's alright. Not necessarily married to the idea of spending Spirit or Black Hearts to, you know what? To play a Demon Judgment, although, you know, I would be willing to do so, assuming we could find some more HP on this floor. So now Book of Shadows can basically just be used to prevent, to save us on annoying rooms. Let's put it that way. Give me Magic Mush. I didn't really want that health up, but that's alright, I guess. Yeah, I'm fine with a health up that's attached to Magic Mush, because it's also, you know, every other stat up. Not necessarily in love with just an empty red heart container here. Why am I standing so far away from these bones? I don't need to be worried about them shooting me necessarily. Like, I can dodge their bones easily enough. I was trying to stand far away from them to avoid the explosion. Do not need to avoid the explosion. Hey, give me Magic Mush, though. Stupid jerk game. Get your creep out of here. Beautiful. Okay. Why would you just run directly into 2 of them? Alright, Self. Don't tilt just because the run is super OP. I'm not gonna do it. There's no way that I D4 an Ipecac host hat run. Like, it's not gonna get any weirder than this. Like, this is basically peak crazy for an Isaac run. This run is just way too beautiful and amazing all on its own to even consider D4ing. Sure, we'll use 2 of clubs for actually no reason. Apparently the mushroom's poison cloud can still hit us, which is actually good information to have. I assumed that I was immune to that, but we did lose our holy mantle on this room, so yeah, okay, sure. I'll take Rainbow Worm, because that could be goofy. Somehow we didn't lose our holy mantle despite very clearly being hit by that mushroom. So alright. This is actually a little reminiscent of the daily 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago or was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, where you started the run with like every... At least I think it was every worm trinket smelted into you. So your tears were, you know, basically non-functional. But then if you re-rolled the first item room, you got Tractor Beam, which like made it sort of manageable. And we will take Book of Shadows here. We don't necessarily need the Book of... Wait, did I say we'll take Book of Shadows? I meant we'll take Satanic Bible. Because we don't need Book of Shadows, because we have, you know, regenerating HP now in the form of Satanic Bible. This is a weird floor. Get out of here. I'm going to keep Rainbow Worm as long as I deem necessary. Like, it's not actively hurting us. You know, it takes a little bit to actively hurt this run, I think. Right, sure. Let's go fight our mini-boss. Obviously, we'll be invested in the curse room. Maybe interested in... Well, I'm certainly not interested in the glowing hourglass, I don't think. Just not a whole lot of value there, in my opinion. Hey, Pride. Get absolutely dunked on. Might as well work on converting all of our hearts into black hearts. I still don't fully understand how to use glowing hourglass, like, effectively, unless I find it in a shop, in which case I can use it to donate infinitely to the shop, like to the donation machine. But beyond that, like, I don't know how to use it to break the game. Why am I worried about the spikes? We have Holy Mantle. I mean, we don't want Bean, but we'll pick it up. I think we have to go back the other direction. Well, let's check this way to see if this is, in fact, our boss. I'm not like... Look, I'm not going to get all the sacks. I don't actually care. This run doesn't need to farm up some sacks to be good. You know, we're not, like, in dire straits here. Alright, so this is almost certainly the way to our boss fight. Please tell me that this is my secret room. Of course it's not. Look, I'm just gonna... I want to go to the curse room. I'll go back to the curse room, but I don't really care about the shop. I'll compromise with you, alright? This isn't a daily. I don't need the exploration bonus. This wasn't even worth it.
The sun.
I don't know why I chose to keep the devil as opposed to the sun, but... You know, it's fine. I will likely find something even better to replace the devil with moving forward, so it's not like I expect to carry either of those cards all the way down to, like, the chest, or the cathedral even, which we are going to the chest, and, you know, obviously also the cathedral on this run. because I don't want to do the dark room. Right, we have car batteries, so we actually get 2 black hearts every time we use this. I didn't even think about that. This is beautiful. I don't want HP, so I'm just gonna leave. Not necessary. I also don't think I'm gonna do boss rush. A, because with Curse of the Lost, it's possible that we don't even make boss rush. But also, Ipecac boss rush is sort of annoying to do. It's like Mom's Knife boss rush. It's very possible to do. Like, there's almost 0 chance that boss rush kills us on this run. You know, with being guaranteed 2 black hearts every 3 waves, very, very unlikely that we actually die. But it's just like not fun to do. I say, can you please leave your prison there so that I might end your life? I don't want the D12. I don't want to reroll rocks. It's not that good. Curse room. I do want that. Sleep well, sweet prince. Hardly knew ye. Get out of here, portals. You cannot best me. Also, I don't appreciate being pit against the off-brand version of my own run in those explosive gapers. I don't actually know what those enemies are called. Again, I could look in the bestiary, but what fun would that be? Please. Hey, we found a secret room. Okay. Thank you, Hookworm, for your contribution to the run. Genuinely appreciate you blowing up those rocks for me. Please. Alright. Mushrooms don't actually... Wait, why would... I was gonna say, this should blow up directly in my face. This exact thing... Oh, the mushroom hurt me. That's fine, I don't care about that at all. We have, Satanic Bible. I keep getting very confused about this run and what I can and cannot be damaged by. Namely, I can be damaged by Chubb, who dislikes smoke, in case anybody was wondering. Please, Chubb, I beg of you, come to me. Hookworm, get out of here. I don't want the sack, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Basically, no consumables matter on this run, since we have enough keys for the chest. At least for the first room of the chest. So, like, with Curse of the Lost, I am actually just going to skip the item room on this floor. Mostly out of, like, pure laziness. Oh, monster's still alive, huh? Interesting. Close, or minimize, I guess, Platinum God there so I can see OBS. Again, not really interested in red HP. I don't even want to fight you either. Blue Mom. We did miss boss rush by quite a bit, actually. Which I'm just now realizing. As pretty much expected, although I do think we took sort of the path of least resistance to the boss. Yeah, I want, like, all of this. We definitely want Whore of Babylon. I refuse to not believe in the Guppy Dream. And we might as well take Black Powder, since we have that and that. And that. Yeah. So basically, we left here with down 4 Spirit Hearts, well, 4 Black Hearts. And we've gained a third of the Guppy Dream, plus Whore of Babylon, which is always great for damage. Good for health, bad for education. And then Black Powder, which is, like, less useful, but I kind of like it. An item that I've grown to sort of like, I don't want to say dislike, because that's a bit misleading, but a deal with the devil item that I'm mostly on the probably not going to take it camp, unless it's for precedent, is actually Maw of the Void. I had a couple of runs recently with Maw of the Void, and I went literally entire floors doing most of my damage with Maw of the Void and no black art payouts. It's like more trouble than it's worth, I think. So unless I desperately need precedent, or I want to get rid of HP to, you know, activate Empty Vessel or Whore of Babylon, I think I'm just gonna pass on ye old Maw of the Void. And this may be an unpopular opinion, somewhat, but I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't fit my playstyle, I don't know. But, like, the payout just wasn't good enough, even with a couple of luck upgrades. Might as well convert some Spirit Hearts into Black Hearts. I wouldn't expect to be taking a ton of damage anytime soon, and there's a battery charge anyway. Dude, get out of here. I feel kind of bad for Polycephalus, because he's, you know, like, basically just a joke. Conquest, please. Not really picking up what you're putting down here, Conquest. On, like, either of those. This is bound to happen. Always have to pay the Krampus tax. Excuse me? There we go. Look at Krampus, thinking he can survive. I'll pick up Head of Krampus. We're gonna stick with Satanic Bible, though. I guess we'll pick up the pills? Because obviously we're not going to go with the White Pony. If we don't want Krampus's head, we don't want White Pony. Let's go ahead and leave. We'll actually save the spacebar, the Satanic Bible charge, rather, for after we go into this curse room, because that'll get us back to full HP, assuming we can find our way to this curse room. And it would appear that we will, in fact, be able to navigate this, this map and end up at the curse room, as desired. Excellent, we will indeed. It's a little bit in doubt there momentarily that we would ever find our way off of this floor. 2/3 guppy, this is beautiful. All right, curse room. I'm counting on you. All right, yeah, there's no way that that's a secret room. You've failed me, curse room. I'm supremely disappointed in you. Everything I've done in my entire life, I've done for you. Right, we aren't going to lose HP in the curse room because Holy Mantle. Fair enough. Give me more black arts then. Get wrecked, hosts. Who I maintain are the most annoying enemies in the game. Not necessarily the hardest enemies, but certainly, like, the worst enemies. I would like to go to what is like an Isaac, is that Isaac's room over there? Please. You lot are just delaying the inevitable, so if you could, you know, take your own lives so that, you know, my life might be slightly more convenient, I would greatly appreciate it. I was so ready to believe. Hey, we got Bookworm, though, which is exciting. We could have saved that and brought it down to, like, the cathedral and gotten an angel item, which, you know, could have been Godhead, probably would have been Holy Water. We're not interested. We want Satanic Bible as basically a hubris buffer, lest I get myself into a situation where we are dangerously close to death. I'll be quite displeased that I got Holy Water instead of you know, car battery, satanic Bible. I've actually taken damage. It's a new era. Alright. I don't see any tinted rocks. Not that I'm overly invested in the idea of finding any tinted rocks on this run. Again, we're in a pretty good position, all things considered. I should have taken Mom's purse. That way I could have taken Rainbow Worm and also Hookworm for just maximum absurdity. You know what? I'm just gonna leave. I don't like that room. I'm a little surprised that that Gurgling survived a direct blow from Ipecac, but alright, sure. Poison got the job done either way. Mom's Locket is not worth it by, like, basically any metric, and also, like, basically ever. If I remember correctly, Mom's Locket, every time you clear a room, it has a chance to heal you for, like, half a heart, which is just, like, not good almost ever. We're not gonna do Hush, and we're not gonna do The Void, mostly just because I don't wanna. Like, again, I've listed my criteria for going to The Void ever again, and we don't have Tech X, so already we failed the first checkbox. So no point in worrying about that. And Hush, I've died too many times recently due to hubris against Hush, so I think I'll take the pass on that one. Hey, get out of here. I'm gonna go to this dice room, but if it's like a 1 or a 6, I'm just immediately going to leave. Oh, this is actually wonderful. This champion fistula can't do anything to us unless he physically touches us, so it's always nice having bomb immunity because it just hard counters so many bosses. Like, Bighorn, substantially easier with bomb immunity. Champion Fistula, substantially easier with bomb immunity. I think our boss has got to be down that direction. So we'll come back here and we'll check our curse room and also our mob trap room. Because I do still believe in the Guppy Dream. Although I don't know how good Ipecac Guppy is. Ipecac Gucky. Exactly what I meant to say. It was the dream. We were so close. Just going to fire at all times forever. It's not true. I should actually, like, pick my shots a little bit better. Especially with Rainbow Worm not being able to know exactly how fast or far my tears are firing. Be, you know, a little problematic. Maybe don't walk into Hush's Silkworm? Charger, whatever they're called. Did I just say Hush? I meant Chub. Apparently, the higher order parts of my brain have already just phoned this run in. So, you guys are stuck with the lizard brain here, which is just pulling words at random from my vocabulary. It's like, yeah, this seems right. Joker? Not a Joker. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is definitely what we want here. I'm not going to take the left hand down to the chest, but I'm very tempted. Just is not worth, I don't think. Now that I'm looking at this map, it could actually be either way, so let's go down this way first. Thank you, host hat. What do you got for me? Nothing. I'll take one of the pennies and leave the other one. Okay, sure. Don't care about that. Oh, maybe both directions actually would have gotten us here? Let's find out. No. This actually just got us a Daddy Longlegs fight that nobody wanted. Sure. I should pick up that key. I don't imagine... Well, actually, we have 6.25 luck, somehow. I'm not sure when that happened. Did we start with a crazy good luck stat? And then 9F T4SL, by the way. Good job, me. Really annoys me that you shoot in my direction, Isaac, because that means I can't just stand still and bombard you from afar. So if you could, like, stop doing any of the attacks that you used to defend yourself from my onslaught so that, you know, I could continue my onslaught unimpeded, I would greatly appreciate it. It'd really help me out a lot. And you made me bleed my own blood? Unacceptable. Made me bleed your own blood? I guess, technically. Either way, you're done. You're done. The poison killed him mid beam of light attack. I love it. Alright, well, first and foremost, let's drop that and donate a penny for good measure. And then ideally blow it up at some point. Sure. Let's get weird with it. Our Ipecac fires substantially slower now. We'll take this, which is not spun. We'll take Gnawed Leaf for no discernible reason. We'll get the Mom transformation, and we'll take the Metronome, which I actually do not know what does. And then we'll leave. And then we'll use that. Oh, we fire so slowly now. There's gotta be a situation in which East Mascara is not, like, actively bad, right? Like, even in this case, like, it's not really hurting the run necessarily, but, like, we're still gonna win. But it has made the run worse. I could see forever. Not that interested in seeing beyond the next two rooms, really, if I'm being honest. This run is good, and it's fun, but it's not that fun that I want to do every single room on the chest to eke out every little bit of it that I can. Alright, we can't be hurt by their rock attacks either. Dude, you were way too tanky. So much HP. Cage. Please, thank you. Take that. And then we'll come in here and we'll kill Blue Baby. Yeah, I'm phoning this one in, like, almost completely. We're gonna get permanent Polar Red invincibility, so, you know, 0% chance that we die. And there we go. The very first win of our hopeful streak here. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. Of course, thank you so much for watching. As always, feedback is welcome in the comments below. In particular, remind me to show the seed at the beginning as opposed to before the Isaac fight. And if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.